All right, enough. Stop. Stop it now. Please, stop. We haven't done anything yet. Stop. Welcome to Friday Night with Uncle Henry. Tonight, a magnificent night to be watching. We've got another incredible guest. Our guest tonight, Byron Day of Fox 10. This is someone recognized all over town. So we have, how important is Byron Day? You know who's filling in for Byron Day tonight on WALA? Bob Griff. Yes, that's how important Byron Day is. Also, after Byron Day, our musical guest, Abe Partridge, returning to the program. All of this, the music presented by Callahan's, Cold Beer, Hot Meat, Tasty Tunes, see you at Oakley, and Picker's Paradise in Stapleton, Alabama. Now, on tonight's show, before we go any further, we want to thank the people that make the show possible. We don't do advertising except for our musical guest. All of this is by donation. So if you want to keep this show going so we can bring more guests like Byron Day and Abe Partridge, you've got to support the show. We want to thank the people that have already donated money. The executive producers of the program, like Uncle Doug Faust, Ben Shorty G. Griffiths, Rick Henry, Mr. and Mrs. Pickles, Ron Reams, Jeffrey Wimmer, Wendy Ginn, Dan Thompson, Bama Big Man, Mrs. Bama Big Man, Reagan Girl. Reagan Girl is in the audience with Mr. Reagan Girl. Snake Trapper, Bridget Jerkins of Royal Barber, John Aiken, Dorothy Doc Clayton, Cheryl Gwynn, Frida Schnitzel and Alan Cario, Carmen Brown, Matt Bighead Green, Hank Eubanks, Wendy Lynn Norris, Aunt Karen Simmons, thank you, Aunt Karen, Tracy Moscalo, Richard Harvey, thank you for all your support. We would not do the show without your support. You can support the show by going to PayPal, look for Deep Fried Live on PayPal, or go to Venmo.com, look for Deep Fried Live. Now, before we get into our topics on tonight's show, we have an update on cryptocurrency. Johnny Gwynn of Deep Fried Studios has been taking a very small portion of our donations and investing them in cryptocurrency because he thought that's a good idea. Maybe we can all become very wealthy and stop doing this show. Well, the update, Johnny Gwynn, tell us.
Very bad.
Oh, really?
We're in a correction consolidation kind of area right now. So we haven't lost any money because we haven't sold anything. But just letting you know, not the best week in crypto. Actually, the last 2 weeks, not so great.
You know, it's terrible that in modern America, you can lose cash and there's an emoji.
Yes.
I don't like that. That's disrespecting my money. I'm serious. When you lose my money, I'd like a real face to look sad.
I should have got the one with the tear on there. It was that bad. So.
All right, but we're gonna stay. We're gonna keep with the crypto.
Yes, we are. I'm gonna add another $100 into some new things this week.
Oh, so. You're adding.
We are.
We're losing money. Let's add.
We are in a buyer's market right now, people. Buying opportunities right now.
All right, well, we'll keep you up to date. And if we do really well, and then there's no more show, know that we did really well. All right, now, before we get to Byron Day and Abe Partridge, on this program, we know we're heading into Memorial Day weekend, a weekend where we reflect on the sacrifices made by our nation, and appreciate all those sacrifices, of course. We decided to compare and contrast between different communities because we commemorate Memorial Day in different ways. In my neighborhood, it may be different from the way you celebrate or commemorate in your neighborhood. And we decided to pick two different communities and compare and contrast on how they commemorate Memorial Day. So we decided to pick Fairhope over on the eastern shore of Mobile Bay. Very nice community there in Fairhope. And also the neighborhood of Dolphin Island Parkway. DIP. Yes! Going all the way from the loop, all the way down to, you used to be able to get to the island from there.
That's right.
Now, in this show, back in 1989, 1990, when I first started doing this, very strangely popular on the Parkway. So how do they compare and contrast between Fairhope and Dauphin Island Parkway for Memorial Day? Well, for example, in Fairhope, they have a new American flag displayed properly in the front yard. On Dauphin Island Parkway, they put another hand-painted Trump 1 sign in the yard. In Fairhope, they have a Memorial Day parade to honor fallen soldiers. On Dauphin Island Parkway, it's the DIP Motorcycle Club Memorial Day polka run and pub crawl.
And it's a great time, too. Fantastic time.
In Fairhope, they'll have a big green egg steak cookout for family and friends. On Dauphin Island Parkway, it's the Hart's Fried Chicken Memorial Mega Family Bucket with extra fixings. In Fairhope, they'll be lounging poolside at the Grand Hotel.
Very nice.
On Dauphin Island Parkway, front yard above ground pool gets fresh water from the hose. And they like it in the front yard because you can float and wave as people drive by. In Fairhope, they'll be sipping mimosas and single malt scotch in somber reflection. In Fairhope, they'll be shotgunning, in Dauphin Island Parkway, they'll be shotgunning Pabst Blue Ribbons. And that, of course, is 7 days a week. In Fairhope, for Memorial Day, they make the family watch Saving Private Ryan. On Dauphin Island Parkway, they make the family watch Hogan's Heroes. They have a marathon on MeTV. In Fairhope for Memorial Day, it's 4 p.m. high tea at the Grand Hotel.
Very swanky.
On Dauphin Island Parkway, 4 p.m. Bridget Jerkins apple pie shooters at the public boat ramp. On Memorial Day, Fairhope, they have friendly games of croquet and badminton. Dauphin Island Parkway, ornery beer pong and chicken bingo gambling.
Good stuff.
In Fairhope, beach bonfire with family and friends. On Dauphin Island Parkway, driftwood and used tire fire in a rusty 50-gallon drum. In Fairhope, Middle Bay Lighthouse Memorial Day Sailing Regatta. That's been talked about and proposed. Dauphin Island Parkway, DIP bait and tackle riding lawnmower races. Yes. And demolition derby. And we don't endorse either type of celebration. I know I'll be celebrating kind of as a blend of both. Now we're going to be bringing on Byron Day of WALA Fox 10. This is a highlight. I can't wait to probe Byron Day. But you know, he just showed up. He recently moved back to the Gulf Coast. Yes, Johnny Gwynn?
In our segment before this.
What?
Pothole of the week.
Oh, Pothole of the week! See, this is something that I beg Byron Day to adopt. Byron Day, please take this idea back. You know, Bob Grip did Crime Stoppers for years. This is something you could do for years and gain a huge audience, get it sponsored on Fox 10 WALA. The Pothole of the Week. Now, I went out and found this pothole. Now, this pothole, if we could go to a full screen, Dan, if you don't mind, I decided to put one of these canned waters. There it is, so we could have scale for this pothole. That's how big this dadgum pothole is. You look how big it is. You could grow a garden in that thing. This is in Mobile. It's on Sullivan Avenue. Sullivan Avenue near Brookley Avenue. That is kind of sort of considered Midtown, but not quite. It's near where I live. The last time we featured Pothole of the Week on the program on International Drive, 3 days later, the city went and dealt with it.
That's right.
It's an election year. Let's get these potholes filled before the election. So that's on Sullivan Avenue. If you see a pothole near you, email me, unclehenry@gmail.com or unclehenry@iheartmedia.com. Send us the pictures. We will feature the pictures. In fact, we got some today we didn't have time to incorporate. We'll be showing them next week. So Pothole of the Week, unclehenry@gmail.com or iheartmedia.com. Now, Byron Day moved back to Mobile, but he's been all over the country. Why would he move back to Mobile? No offense to Mobile, but why would he move back to Mobile, especially when many media people yearn to break free of Mobile? So we found out. Here are the reasons that Byron Day moved back to Mobile. Heard Colonel Dixie was making a comeback. He wants to make a viral reboot of the Crichton Leprechaun story. Guaranteed that he'll look thin compared to the people in the Tillman's Corner Walmart. Mobile viewers don't never get mad if you make mistakes with your grammar.
Very forgiving that way.
The steamy humidity helps rid his body of toxins. One step closer to living to the paradise of Baldwin County. Selfies with a Pine Brook deer. Severe allergy to progress. He does. People don't know that. He has a severe allergy to progress. Pothole spotting enthusiast, Byron Day. Feels drawn to Bamahinge.
Many people are.
They are in Josephine, Alabama. He knows he'll be treated like royalty by the people at the flea market. In fact, the last time I went to the flea market, people thought I was Byron Day. Said, no, Byron Day does not have a mustache. He was invited here to mentor Fox 10's Joe Eames. Viewers know easy access to Dollar General and Dollar Tree. Byron Day knows one day he'll be retired like Bob Grip. He'll want his dollar to stretch further. And 2 words, moon pie drop.
Yes.
And, of course, the most important reason, to be a special guest on Friday night with Uncle Henry. Please welcome Byron Day.
Yeah!
Woo! Byron Day. Please have a seat.
Everybody.
Now, I've noticed that you TV folk like Bob Grip, when he was here, you used the opportunity of being on this show to not wear a tie.
Yes.
And to wear jeans.
Well, I know, Uncle Henry, that you like to be casual, you like the show to be loose, so this is what I wore tonight.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Byron Day.
I'm so pleased that you went out and bought a new outfit at Jacques Beignet.
I did. I bought new pants at JCPenney for this occasion. Now, Byron Day, before we get in depth on your life and times, I want to ask, when you and I reacquainted ourselves, there was a going away luncheon with 4 Mel Showers. Yep. Bob Grip was there. You introduced yourself to me again, and you gave me your card, and you said you had been on my show back the first time I had the show in 89 through 91.
Yep.
Byron Day, I have no recollection. Are you sure? Are you really sure you were on my show?
Well, after years of therapy, it kind of, the memories kind of ease for me as well. But no, I was, the old studio I had out there on Moffett Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
You were?
Yes, sir.
What did we talk about?
A lot of things, a lot of different things, but I don't remember any one of them in
Okay.
particular.
Thank the Lord. All right. All right. Well, then we both don't remember each other from those. So I can ask you the same questions now that I asked you then. All right. Now, here you are now. There you are with the incredibly talented Lenise Lagon. There you are with Bob Grip, a community treasure, a resource. Yep. Before we go any further, is there any chance that you could ask her to do this show?
Yes.
I will certainly do my best.
Thank you, because she is, you rate her as highly talented, correct?
Oh, extremely so. Extremely so.
So are you deeming Byron as a gateway guest?
Of course.
There you
Look at
go.
the guy.
All right.
Hey, this
Now
guy,
I'm beginning to sense why I was invited.
All starting to come together.
Bob Grip was a gateway to you. And now you'll be the gateway to Lenise.
I got you.
Before you know it, we'll be here with Eric Reynolds. All right, and here you are with two treasures, John Ed and Bob Grip.
Oh.
All right, of the three people we have in that photo, which one is the bigger diva?
It's not the guy in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah. Really and truly, all of us, I mean, we all kind of grew up together. Because Bob and I and John Ed, we all worked at another TV station here in town, along with Mel Showers.
You were all over there?
Yep. At the
You
same
were
time.
you were over there also at 5?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir. That's where I started.
You started at 5 and then ended up at 10?
Yeah.
All of you.
Yep. How about that?
So 5 used to be the training ground for people to move on from to be on WALA. How about that? We always wondered what was 5 good for. Now we know. To train those that would move on to Fox 10. That's fantastic.
Oh, my gosh. Well, we had a lot of fun back then. We had a lot of fun being reunited at 10. John Ed is happily retired, as is Bob. So, but John Ed is a funny, funny man and a very proficient songwriter as well. Prolific songwriter, I should say. So he's enjoying himself. And
there you are. Obviously, Mardi Gras coverage.
Yep. We have our own float at Mardi Gras, and Shelby Myers and Lenise and I were on this particular float, and people were throwing stuff back at me that I would throw, but they only wanted to get stuff from Shelby and Lenise.
Of course.
Yeah. So they just kind of just threw my stuff away, so.
A lot of people don't realize if you've not been in a parade on a float or in a car, you have to know that people are going to throw things at you also.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful. Now, and there you are. Now you're mentoring Joe Emer. I mentioned that one of the reasons you were brought in was to mentor him. And is that you're showing him this is a way to relate to the common people?
Is
to take your shoes off?
Actually, I was having lunch with Rob Holbert with Lanyap. And it was one of those afternoons where the sky just opened up. And I mean, it started flooding, about a block and a half from here. So, just being a boy from L.A., I took my shoes off, rolled my pants up,
Boy from L.A. meaning?
Lower Alabama.
Oh, well, let's get into this.
Yeah.
Let's go in depth on this. Now, this is you at Action News 10 when the news was action.
Yeah.
It was action.
What year was that?
That was probably around 1990.
All right,
Yeah.
so that would be when you were on my show originally,
Exactly.
even though we both have cloudy memories or none at all of that.
Boy, that's a young guy,
And there you are with John Ed, who was old even then. Mm-hmm. John Ed,
Dave Straker.
Nancy Pierce,
and that's
Bob
Bob.
Grip, and then you.
Yeah. I didn't get the black tie memo. I went red with a red cummerbund, so.
And obviously, we see that of all of these people, you were the one that made it out.
Well,
You made it. You made it.
Well, some people just say I can't hold a job, so I mean, but no, I mean, all those people are extremely talented, could have gone anywhere they wanted to go. All of them have done such a great job here in Mobile and performed such a great service for the people of Mobile. So.
They have. They really have. In agreement. All four love all of them, and all four would make great guests on this show, hint, hint. In fact, Nancy Pierce used to do the show almost quarterly when I was on before. Now let's get in depth. So you are from Lower Alabama.
Yes, I am.
You were born here?
I was born and raised in Mobile.
Which hospital?
Mobile Infirmary.
You were born in Mobile Infirmary.
Although I like to tell people I was born under a magnolia bush in Bienville Square on Mardi Gras Day.
Very good.
But Mama says it was Mobile Infirmary, so I got to go with Mama says. Okay.
See, this is perfect. You were born in Mobile, at Mobile Infirmary. This is perfect for WALA, because WALA, the favorite station of the Spring Hill. It is. Now, you went to high school.
Yep. Went to Murphy.
Went to Murphy,
Looks
of
like you
course.
went to grade school at UMS.
Yeah,
Did you ever paint the cannon?
No comment. I'm not sure if the statute of limitations is finished on that one, but after big wins, yeah. I mean, there was some cannon painting going on. Whether or not I was involved is, we're not really sure.
Well, tell us about the picture we have on the screen here. There you are kneeling.
Yeah, I was playing baseball in the neighborhood, and
which neighborhood can we say?
Wolf Ridge Manor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
That's
going to be off of Moffett, right?
well, yeah, it's off Moffett, as a matter of fact.
Off Moffett Road.
So we were in West Mobile before West Mobile was cool, So, and then that's me at UMS when I was in first and second grade, and then that's me actually. I played football at Murphy. I was telling Johnny Gwynn that they found out that I was using my grandmother's address to play at Murphy because we lived in the Shaw School District. So somehow, some way, Mobile County School Board got wind of the fact that I was using my grandmother's address. And to this day, I believe it was my defensive backfield coach at Murphy that turned me in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
See, I thought you were that good. It's the other.
Coach McCrory, Vance McCrory, he's a great man. I love him to death. But I played there. A lot of good friends. Played with a lot of talented people. Jimbo Mason, Terry Curtis, Andy Merchant played offensive. I think played guard and went on to play AAA baseball with the Red Sox. Of course, Jimbo played with the Rangers, the Yankees, and the Expos. And he was one of the very few people, his first time up in the World Series, hit a home run.
Wow.
Yeah. So saw Jimbo the other day. Looks great.
Now, what happened here? Peer pressure? Is that peer pressure, the long hair?
Peer
pressure's real.
You can't see it. It was a shag, but I had a ponytail back there in the back.
You did?
So that was when I was on the road. I was on the road in 1972 with a group called Truth. We did.
What?
Yeah.
You were a member of Truth?
Yes, sir.
You
Truth
were
won. Truth
Did you
won.
sing or play instruments?
I sang. I can't read music, but I sang.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Breaking history. Not news, but breaking history.
I almost got goosebumps, but not quite. You were a member of Truth.
yeah.
How more
Breeden.
mobile do you get than this?
I
Played
just-
at Murphy and was a member of Truth?
Yeah, well, just talked to Roger Breland about a week ago, as a matter of fact.
How
the man that started Truth.
Yeah. Well, they were fantastic. You were fantastic.
No, we were Group 1, so we were good, but not nearly as good as the groups that followed us.
The young
Johnny
people,
Gwynn?
The young people in the audience need a history lesson here. What's Truth?
Truth, and we'll
No,
explain.
go ahead. Well, Truth was one of the first cutting edge. We did more of the Christian rock and roll.
Gotcha? Okay.
Yeah.
Christian rock and roll.
Contemporary,
but
thank you,
He says
contemporary.
rock and roll with quotation marks.
Yeah.
It was like, do you know when Donny Osmond says he's a little bit rock and roll?
A little bit country, a little bit rock and roll.
He's not.
Yeah.
We all know Donny's not. The closest that Donny gets to rock and roll is a little Motown.
Yeah.
It was really energetic, modern Christian music, and it was really good.
I like that. Yeah. I mean, we were cutting edge at the time, and
Sounds like a cult to me.
no, not quite.
Isn't it amazing to hear this? And all of this great richness to his life in Mobile, and he turned his back on it and left.
That's not true.
All right. Well, so
I took
you-
advantage of opportunities.
Yes,
to
so
go,
you were
but,
in
But my
Truth.
heart was always in Mobile, always. And
Good.
I love telling people I was from Mobile, Alabama, and you wouldn't believe the number of people that I ran into in my professional career, like baseball players and people that had come through Mobile, that had played in Mobile, and they just loved it. We would talk about Mobile for hours. Like Callahan's,
Really?
they love Callahan's.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
Good. Now, these pictures, who are you with here?
That is, boy, I'm glad you asked me that.
All right, well, never mind.
That is, that's
He represents
O'Brien, I'm trying to remember his
That's
first
one
name
of the
now.
unsung photoghraphers
Yeah.
that are the backbone of the TV
Is that
industry.
maybe a war zone, maybe?
We were in Somalia,
Yeah, that's
as a matter
right,
of fact. And this guy was just a hotshot shooter, and I loved having him with me because he was fearless, and we just went into the villages, and we had some incidents with some of the bad guys that were in Somalia at the time, and we really had a good time bringing that story to the people of Memphis when I was working there.
Now, for the viewer, it's television slang or jargon to use the term hotshot shooter. That means photographer.
Yes, yeah.
Now, you mentioned Memphis. When you left Mobile, though, where did you go straight out of Mobile? First job out of town?
First job out of town was Memphis.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was doing the weather back then. And then from Memphis, I went to New York to go to NBC Sports. And then from New York, I went to Cincinnati and started a cable sports, Midwest Sports Cable Network there. And then
Was this before or after ESPN?
I never went to ESPN.
Yeah, but was
It was in the same time period.
Okay.
ESPN preceded us by about 2 years.
Okay.
But the geographical sports channels were popping up all over Chicago, New York, a lot of those places, and then we went to L.A. from Cincinnati, and we had a nationwide sports talk show, and it was a lot of fun.
You love doing sports more than weather or news?
No. I enjoy doing sports. I enjoy doing sports tremendously. But what I do now is so much more fun because there's so many, no 2 days are alike. And that's what I love about doing what I do now.
Now, tell us about the 1981 AFC Championship game.
Oh, my gosh. Probably the coldest I've ever been in my entire life. And that includes Mardi Gras Day.
So on Wikipedia, it does say the coldest game in NFL history.
I remember
that one right there.
I remember
Coldest game in NFL history is
Yeah.
the Freezer Bowl, 1981 AFC Championship.
Cincinnati and San Diego.
Cincinnati, great in that era.
Yep, they were.
San
Kenny
Diego,
Anderson,
great
Chris
in that era.
Collinsworth, Pete Johnson. I mean, they had some great players. Of course, San Diego, Dan Fouts, and that they had a tremendous team. As a matter of fact,
Eric Coryell.
this is a little fun fact. Mike Fuller, who played at Shaw High School, who went on to play at Auburn, he started his career with the Chargers and then went to the Bengals. And he played in the Freezer Bowl.
How about that?
Yeah, but I just remember, and this is a little thing for the younger viewers here, but back in the old days, the hotel.
Wait, we have no younger viewers. Okay. We don't have, there are no younger viewers.
He's sitting right there.
Okay.
Well, he's
Jason Cooper, everybody.
All right, yeah, Jason is the youngest person,
Yeah.
but he's weird.
Yeah, well.
But anyway.
He's a little twisted, but he's okay.
Yes.
As long as if he's eating, just keep your hands away from him, so. But no, I remember I left a wake-up call, which is something you used to do in the hotels, right? So I left a wake-up call for 8:15, so I'd be on time to the stadium and everything. And the lady, this is back when they did real wake-up calls, not the recorded thing. So the lady on the other end of the phone says, "Good morning, it's 8:15, this is your wake-up call, and it's 8 degrees below zero." And I said, "You're kidding." She goes, "Want to hear what the wind chill factor is?" And I said, "Should I ask?" And she goes, "Well, I'll tell you. It's 38 degrees below zero." I wore we were in Cincinnati for 3 days, 2 or 3 days. I wore every piece of clothing I had, plus the long coat, And I still thought I was going to freeze. I mean, people's mustaches were freezing.
Oh, that happens before you get below zero.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this guy on the screen, now is he there to revive you, the doctor, to keep you alive?
No, I was going to steal the hat from him at one point. He was an emergency room doctor, I think, or I know he's a physician, But he was there. I think he volunteered his services because people were running to the first aid stations at the stadium because they were freezing to death. I mean, frostbite was a very real thing. I was telling Johnny that people from San Diego that were following the Chargers came to Cincinnati. They were wearing like ski pants and
Idiots.
moon boots, you know, maybe a little pair of earmuffs or something like that. They were dying, you know. So it was a very, very cold game, and I was the losing locker room specialist for NBC Sports.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a fun time, let me tell you. So I had to go into the Chargers locker room, and of course, they are still like stiff as boards coming in from the field.
One of the most unpleasant experiences of their professional career, and they've lost.
Oh, yeah, and they've lost. And plus, they are absolutely freezing to death. Don Coryell was the head coach. He was gracious enough to be interviewed. Dan Fouts was interviewed, and then Kellen Winslow, the tight end. I pulled him over, and I said, Kellen, and he goes, excuse me. He goes, I picked up a cough from somewhere. You know, so he just played in the coldest game in NFL history, you know. So, but yeah, it was a very unique experience.
Yes, Johnny Gwynn.
Losing locker room
Locker room?
specialist. Yeah.
Have you ever been there when the catering service did not get all the champagne out in time and they're showing up?
Yikes. No, I tell you, but Bob Costas, when the Red Sox and the Mets were playing in '86, okay, it looked like the Red Sox were going to win the game. They roll the champagne. They set up the elaborate set so Bob could interview all the players from the Red Sox that were going to win the game. And the champagne was on ice. Everything was ready to go. The trophy was there. And then the Mets came back and they won the game. And as the Mets were scoring the winning run, suddenly all these, I think it might have been the Crichton Leprechauns, some of his buddies, they came rolling into the Red Sox locker room and took everything out. Everything out. Took the plastic off the lockers and everything, you know, gone. So that was pretty tough.
Now, this Super Bowl,
Yeah.
you were involved with that one.
Yes.
Winner or loser locker room or something else?
No, actually, I did the losing locker room on that one as well. I know, and
That would have been
You know,
Shula, Don Shula?
Don Shula was the head coach of the Dolphins. Marino, that was Dan played later. He was drafted in '86, I think, if I remember correctly. But the Dolphins got there on the strength of their defense. They had great wide receivers, the March brothers, yeah. And Don McNeil, who is right there falling off John Riggins. Mm-hmm. Don was a tremendous player for the University of Alabama. In fact, you know, remember the goal line stand against Penn State, okay? Yeah. That never would have happened if Don McNeil hadn't tackled Chuck Vicina out of bounds at about the 2-foot line, you know? So, and Don, just a tremendous guy. And unfortunately, during that Super Bowl was Coach Bryant passed away, you know, during that Super Bowl week. So, but it was a great game, but the Redskins and Riggins were just a little bit too much.
Now, you, beyond sports, you visited China.
Yes. Yeah.
What were you doing there?
Well, it's a great story.
Being brainwashed?
No. Actually, I think they thought I was working on them, to tell you the truth. We had a great time. One of the things about Memphis is they would bring in artifacts from different countries. And the year before, I think it was Turkey. So we found out that China was beginning to open up some of their ancient tombs. And the artifacts that they had in the tombs were just unbelievable. I mean, beyond description. And obviously, you know, just absolutely priceless. So they sent me over to do stories about the priceless artifacts and to visit the tombs. And it was just such a unique experience. You're actually, has anybody ever heard of the terracotta soldiers?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Thousands of them.
I was in the pits with the terracotta soldiers, when they were digging those things out. Each soldier, the terracotta soldiers, the first emperor of China, Qin, when he went to the next life, he wanted to make sure that he had a military force with him. He had artisans all over China make soldiers out of clay. And each and every one of them, and they were going to be buried with the emperor, okay? So each and every soldier had a different facial expression. And there were thousands of them. Some had mustaches, some had smiles, some did not. You know, I mean, it was really something to see. Cool. You know, so I enjoyed my time in China as far as that was concerned. But we did have people following us everywhere we went.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, and now they're about to take over the world.
Well, there was a prophecy in China that said all countries will bow once again to the Middle Kingdom. And the Middle Kingdom is China. So, I mean, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but China does hold a lot of our debt. China, you know, there's so many things going on there now, you know, so.
A sobering moment. Yes, you
But
think this is
fruitful.
all frivolity?
But fruitful.
Sobering moment from Byron Day. All right, look, coming up after Byron Day, Abe Partridge will be performing. Presented by Callahan's, cold beer, hot meat, tasty tunes, Seaman, Oakland. We are about to open up the phone lines in a moment. We're about to open them up. So if you have questions for Byron Day. Oh, we're opening them now.
Yes.
Phone lines are opening now. There's the phone number. Give us a call if you have questions for Byron Day. I know that I've not asked the questions you wish you could ask. There's the number, 290-BULL, 290-2855.
Am I getting cryptocurrency to take these calls?
Yeah,
Is that how that
we'll
works?
see about that.
Yeah, okay.
So the phone lines are opening up now. Some famous people you've met. There you are with the snake.
Oh,
Yes.
man. Love him, love him, love him. Kenny Stabler, just absolutely such a character, such a talent. We had a couple of Raiders fans that was in Los Angeles, and we had a couple of Raiders fans. And when Kenny walked in, he walks in, he just, hey, Kenny, hey, you know.
Yes.
And one of the guys rushes up to him and says, Snake, where's your Super Bowl ring? And Kenny goes, don't have it, don't wear it, too big. Somebody's going to steal it from me, so I don't have it. It's in the safe in Oakland. And he just goes like that, you know, if you remember how Kenny used to talk.
Oh, yes.
But just had so much fun with him. Interviewed him several different times, and, you know, always a great interview.
I interviewed him also numerous times on radio and on video. And every time I got together with him to interview him, he always acted like he had never met me. That was charming. And now we have another, if we can show this next picture. This is you with Joe Piscopo.
Joe Piscopo, yeah.
That is a young...
And Joe Garagiola there in the background.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
We were in the broadcast booth at Yankee Stadium. The guy that's right behind Joe's head is George Steinbrenner. And Joe and Tony Kubek are interviewing him. And I'm watching cartoons, I think.
Okay.
And the guy that's standing beside me is Mike Weissman, who was our executive producer of the baseball pregame show. And also, he eventually became the executive producer of NBC Sports. Very, very nice guy, great guy. And Joe and Tony, I can't say enough about. Joe has passed on just recently. As a matter
Joe
of fact.
Garagiola.
Joe Garagiola, yeah. And
Piscopo remains alive.
Oh, he does. He does. And just the funniest guy, and just fit right in with all of us. And just a great guy. Yeah.
Oh, he does?
Yeah. He does. Yeah.
Now, who is this?
You know, I was trying to remember who this guy was.
I think that's Bernanke.
No, he's Rupert...
Murdoch?
Murdoch.
Oh, yeah, Rupert Murdoch.
Did you work for him?
I did. I worked for him.
Did you?
How about that?
Yeah, it was kind of
Any
cool.
insights?
Well, just, you know, I mean, I could barely understand him because, you know, he's from Australia, you know. But this is back when Fox bought the TV station I worked for in Memphis. And they had this huge party right across the street from Graceland, which is Elvis's former home, and brought in all these celebrities. And he walked up, he goes, "How about a picture?" And I was like, "Sure, you want me to take yours?" And he goes, "No," like that. So, but about halfway through, the lights dimmed, and there was a spotlight on the stage, and Jerry Lee Lewis came out and played and sang.
Okay.
So it was the killer. It was a big deal.
How about that?
So, but he was a very nice man.
Now, this would be non-celebrities. These would be your family?
Well, they're my celebrities.
Yes.
Okay, very nice.
This is my daughter, her husband, and my 2 grandsons. And then, thank you. And then my son got married this past September in a gorgeous setting. It was a vineyard in South Carolina. And so we all had to get dressed up. But
And it looks like you got the memo for the black tie.
I did. This time I got the memo for the black tie.
Very,
or
very
else
nice.
his wife would have killed me. So
Very, very nice.
But married a really sweet girl, and then of course you see my daughter and son-in-law and the boys again. So it was a fun time. But thank you. I appreciate you guys using that. You know.
Well, Byron Day, this has been so much fun talking with you. I know that the people watching may have some questions, so we're going to go to the phone lines if we have any phone calls. 251-290-2855.
Mom, if you're watching, call the
number.
number, okay? You know.
251-290-2855 is
It's
the
a holiday
telephone
weekend.
number.
It's a holiday
Hey, hold on.
weekend.
We started a new season, and we had the phone lines open all the time. We don't give enough lead-up time. It happens every time. We haven't figured out our timing.
Okay, well, Johnny, thank you for that, trying to save face
Well,
with
I
that.
just don't want the phone ringing when Abe is trying to sing, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, so-
Thank you. So if you have any questions for Byron Day, you can give us a call.
We got one.
290-2855. By the way, this segment brought to you by Container Yard. That's where we do the show. Downtown office space and co-working, $3.99 a day. Everybody that comes here is usually impressed.
I'm very impressed.
Where creativity and commerce meets, containeryardworks.com is the website. There is the phone number to call if you have a question for Byron Day of WALA Fox 10. And we did have a caller and they got stage fright. Is that it? Yeah, we keep going. Oh, we do have our caller. So we may have one call tonight. Hello, caller.
Good evening. How y'all doing?
Norman.
I can't believe Norman
Look,
called.
enjoying the show. I tell you what, I enjoyed you, Mr. Day. You're an interesting guest. You
Well,
have an
thank you.
interesting career.
Thank you. I've been very blessed. Very, very blessed. You know. But thank you. I appreciate that very much.
Well, we were, whenever you came back on the TV, here, we remembered, but when exactly were you here, and how old were you then whenever you were on the TV back then?
You know, he sounds like that guy from Blazing Saddles. You remember?
I guess that's a compliment.
That's a compliment, you know. Okay. I actually started on a little radio station in Lucedale, Mississippi. But I think I started at the other TV station in 1973.
73?
Yeah. And then from there, I went to Memphis. And then when I came back, it was 1989 through 1991 when you and I met that you
How about
have
that?
just conveniently forgotten about.
Yes, indeed. All right, so it was 73, Norman.
So I was young.
Well, that's good. Well, anyhow, we enjoy the show, enjoy watching you, and we all have a good evening.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Roll
All
Tide.
right, thank you, Norman. All right, let's go back to the telephones. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hey, Uncle Henry.
Hey there.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing fabulous. Hi, Mr. Dan.
How are you?
Doing great.
Good.
Have you
Good.
ever done anything with the Saints?
I'm sorry. Say again.
Have you ever done anything with the New Orleans Saints?
No, I wish, especially in the last few years when Drew Brees was there and they were doing so well. But no, I never had the opportunity to do anything with the Saints. I've known a lot of players that played there. Richard Todd from Mobile was a quarterback there briefly. He was a quarterback with the Jets when I was with NBC. And we'd always meet up and have a little time to talk and everything. But no, ma'am, I never had a chance to do anything with the Saints, but I love going over there to watch them.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to go to their games.
Yes, ma'am. It's fun to go to New Orleans anytime.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, good. Well, so
All
you
right.
must be saying,
Well,
are you?
have a great time.
All right, hang up on that lady. Come on, she was done. She was done. She was done. She had nothing else to ask. Do we have any other calls? All right, let's go back to the phones. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hey, Dr. Henry, Byron.
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is Rusty. I had a question. Coach McCoy was one of my summer league coaches right before he passed, and I was wondering when he turned you in, did you have to transfer to Shaw?
Well, first of all, Coach McCrory is very much alive. And I just saw him.
I was talking about Bill McCrory. I thought it was Bill McCrory.
And Coach McCrory at Shaw is also very much alive. I've seen both of them in the last 2 months, I think. So, but no.
This was a baseball coach from years ago, many years ago.
Oh my gosh, from Shaw? Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't know if is he still alive? Yeah, he is. Okay, so all the McCrorys are alive. All the McCrorys are alive. So yeah, it's a miracle.
Well, did you transfer to Shaw?
Yes, I did. My senior year, I transferred to Shaw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had a great time. I loved it. Had some of the prettiest girls in Mobile at Shaw High School. Yes, ma'am. Rebels.
All right, do you have any other question? Hello, call? Huh?
Gone.
All right, hang up on that guy. That one's okay. All right, are we done with callers? All right, let's go back to the phones. Hello, caller.
Good evening, everyone.
Hey.
Hello there.
This is Rick Henry.
Hey, Rick.
I enjoying the show.
Thank you.
And Mr. Day, I got a question to ask you.
Yes, sir.
You said you went to China
Yes, sir.
and you went to the digging.
I went. Well, yes, sir. I went to the where the terracotta soldiers, the pits where they were being dug out in pieces, basically.
Did half of them was smoking marijuana?
What?
I'm sorry, I lost that. Say that again.
Like Fred Richardson and half the Williams smoke. And I was just wondering that they had.
What did he say? What, Rick, are you deliberately making it so that...
I think Friday started a little early for Rick.
Rick, can we take one more attempt at your question?
I said like Fred Richardson smoke marijuana in the car.
Rick, we cannot make heads nor tails of what you are saying.
You have a very unique audience.
I'm sorry.
All right, look, Rick, we love you, but please hang up on him. We love you, Rick. Hang up on him. We love you, but hang up on him.
That was weird.
That was very strange. That was very strange. Hello, caller. Do we have another call? Yes. All right, we need to take two more. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you're on with Byron Day.
Hey, it's Doug. How you guys doing?
Good.
We're well. Shaky, but well.
Okay. Hey, I was just curious. I heard you talking about Lookdale, and I wondered if you ever worked around with my good friend we lost last year, Wayne Barnett.
Yes, I work with Wayne. Just an absolute true gentleman and a professional. And I was heartbroken when he passed away. We had talked about trying to get together. Wayne got sick, and we never had the chance to get together. But I knew Wayne. He was a competitor, but just probably one of the best newsmen I've ever known. And you know, he was from that area over there, and just a great guy. And I miss him very much. I wish he was here so I could talk with him, tell you the truth, and just get some advice from him. But he's a fine man.
All right, anything else?
I miss. No, that's it. I miss it too. I just, of course, he was married to Molly Broderick, who was all fast and great people. But anyway, I just want to get that in. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank
Hang
you.
up on him.
Thank you very much.
Could we not have any more calls about whether or not somebody's passed? All right, one more call. One more call for Byron Day before we bring on the musical guest. Hello, caller.
Hello.
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 Hello, you're on with Byron Day.
Hello.
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 Can you hear us? Hello.
Hello.
Mom, I asked you not to call.
Hello. All right, I think we lost her. That's too bad.
It's very nice the governor of our state will make phone calls.
Governor Ivey, we'd love to have you again.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
Please be our guest, Governor Ivey. All right, we're out of time for...
No, we have more calls.
But we've got Abe Partridge.
It's okay. He said more calls.
He's cool. Come on.
More calls. Let's see how bad it gets.
All right, look. All right, I've got... before we go to the phones, I've got a question for Byron Day. Since we've had a series of not the best questions. Bob Grip retired.
Yeah.
And then you came back.
Mm-hmm.
And now Bob Grip has started working again. Are you irritated that he's back?
Well, I really thought that he would just kind of fade away.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, it's your time to shine.
well, yeah, no. Listen, Bob and I have been friends for more than 40 years. In fact, Bob is responsible for me coming back to Mobile because I was working with a marketing company in Raleigh and just having a great time. The grandkids were 15 minutes away, you know, and the whole thing. And he called me one day. Actually, he texted me first. And
Bob Grip texts.
he does.
This is good.
Let me tell you something. Bob was one of the first people I knew that invested in Apple.
Wait a minute. What?
That's very personal.
That is. So Bob Grip's secretly a millionaire? Oh. Hey, Bob, will you help me retire?
He's got to help me first. But anyway, he texted me, and I was very flattered. People over the years would say, "Hey, we'd like you to come work for us," or headhunter would call and say, "We've got this opportunity for Byron," and I just, location, money, it never really fit. So Bob texted me one afternoon, and he goes, "Hey, I've got an anchor opening if you're interested." And I texted back, and I said, "Well, the parameters are 5 years guaranteed, $1 million a year." And I get this text back. He goes, "Well, it's going to be a little bit less than that." And I said, "Are you thinking about," because we talked over the years, and I used to kid him. I said, "They're going to drag you out of there in a pine box," and I said, "Are you really retiring?" And he goes, "Yes, and I want you to take my place."
Wow, that's cool.
So Bob
got the ball rolling with the then management, and the next thing I know, I'm flying into town. I do an audition. I do another audition with Lenise, and
they make you audition after all you've done? After all you've done, they make you audition.
Well, I'd been out of the business for a while, so they just want to make sure that I could make sure that subjects and verbs agree, things like that. So,
Look, with that voice, you can get work anywhere.
Well, I don't know about that. I've always tried to aspire. Uncle Henry's had the voice as far as I'm concerned. And I always tried to aspire to be like Uncle Henry.
I'm on Facebook. You've heard the phone calls? All right, look. All right, look.
Oh my gosh.
All right, look. Let's roll. If we have a few more calls,
Two more calls.
Let's get a couple of more calls, and then we'll get on to the music.
I'm just flattered people are calling.
Hello, caller. Oh, this was a good idea, Johnny.
Yeah.
Let's take some more calls. Hang up on him. Hang up on him, Joe. All right, do we have a final real call for Byron Day? All right, let's take the call.
Bob is always nice to support me in anything I do, so I appreciate him calling in.
Hello? Hello?
Hi,
Hi.
Mr. Dave. What is your secret hobby or talent?
My secret what? Hobby?
Secret hobby or talent?
Wow. I don't really have a secret hobby. I play golf, I swim, I go to football games. Now, I can do this.
Not really.
Not really. Well, I'm just not ready.
I'll add it in post.
Okay, yeah. Add it in post. Yeah, please. Here it is.
There we go. Hey!
And I sing old rock songs in the newsroom, so. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Old rock songs. How
rock
old?
songs. So old that the kids go, who sang that?
Now, are we talking Chuck Berry old? Or
No, not Chuck Berry old, but you know,
Foreigner.
60s. Foreigner. Well, no, I don't do
Journey.
Foreigner. A little Journey, you know, so a little 60s, 70s, you know, the ones.
Okay.
Or they say, who sang that? And I'll say, well, it was Journey. They go, let them sing it. So.
Okay. All right. Are we done with the calls?
Let's go ahead.
All right, one more call.
It's a wild card. It's a wild card.
All right, one more call. Hello, caller.
I have a question for Mr. Day.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to know, when you left Mobile, did you miss Mardi Gras? And now that you're back, are you a Mardi Gras reveler?
I enjoy Mardi Gras, and I used to have to explain Mardi Gras to people all over the country because many people aren't aware. The first thing they think about is New Orleans.
Yep.
And I had to tell them politely that Mobile is the mother of mystics, that Mardi Gras started in Mobile, Alabama. So yes, I did miss it, and I just enjoy the excitement of it. I'm such a band freak. I love great high school bands. Of course, the Excelsior Band's one of my favorites. So yes, ma'am, I really, really enjoy Mardi Gras a lot.
All right. Anything
Well,
else?
I'm so glad you're back. I knew you were a Mardi Gras reveler. Thank you, Mr. Day.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's a good call to end the segment on.
Worked through about 30 of them.
All right. Well, look, Byron Day, thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah.
It's been a great pleasure. Great to have you back.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's wonderful to be here with you. It really is.
And please put in a
You are a
word.
Mobile icon. And, you know, I kept up with you when I was around the country.
That's bull.
No, it's not. It is
That's
not.
bull.
I promise it's not.
I've run into people in the Sam's Club parking lot that say, why are you not on the air anymore?
Well, you got to hang around Walmart instead.
Oh, okay.
There
All
you
right.
go.
Well, Byron Day, thank you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
There he goes. Thank you, Byron Day. Now we're going to welcome to the Uncle Henry Show our musical guest. Please welcome for a return performance of on the Uncle Henry Show our guest, Abe Partridge.
Yeah.
And we are going to get a microphone for Abe here in just a moment.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Now, Abe, you're going to play just one or a couple of songs for us tonight.
Well, you the boss, buddy. Whatever you want me to do.
Oh, all right. Well, a couple of songs.
He said, you're the boss.
Now, the musical, by the way, music brought to you by Callahan's, Cold Beer, Hot Meat, Tasty Tunes. See them in Oakley.
Uh-oh. What happened?
All right. This is going to be our most visually interesting
Yes.
program. All right.
There we go.
There we go. No, we're not dependent on the graphics. Callahan's, Cold Beer, Hot Meats, Tasty Tunes, Seaman Oakley. Also, Picker's Paradise in Stapleton, Alabama. All right, Abe Partridge, the first song you're going to perform for. But first of all, people can find you where online?
AbePartridge.com.
AbePartridge.com.
Yes, sir.
What is this first song you're going to perform for us?
I'm going to play you a brand new song that I wrote. It's called Alabama Skies.
Alabama Skies.
Just for you, Uncle Henry.
Well, thank you, Abe.
Yeah.
All right, now when you're performing, keep remembering that I prefer that you not gaze into my eyes.
Okay.
We've got some people here in the audience that you can gaze at.
All right.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Abe Partridge.
Yeah.
We were young and in love in Alabama, but it wasn't Birmingham, it wasn't Mobile. And so we were nowhere, dreamers with a blank stare, running lost highways through the cotton field. You'd slide over on my bench seat, you'd make a joke and poke fun at me, just because I kept a Bible on the dash of my truck. It ain't that I read it much, it was really just there for looks. And young love on lost highways, you know we needed the love. 'Cause isn't it something how young love can turn to nothing if you add a little distance and time passes by? So I said, let's get affectionate, like it says in the New Testament. And we were laughing at tomorrow and grinning through the night. Do you remember when we'd wander, go floating down the Escatawpa? We wasn't really doing nothing but passing time and running from the knowledge that you were soon to leave for college, splashing on the creek banks and trying not to cry. 'Cause isn't it something how young love can turn to nothing if you add a little distance and time passes by? It's a shame we had to grow up and couldn't stay in the moment when our days were long and our passions were high. Well, I helped your daddy move you into the dorms in Tuscaloosa. You better not forget me, you whispered in my ear. I couldn't smile, so I faked it. We both knew I'd never make it, even if I found the money to come to see you up here. 'Cause isn't it something how young love can turn to nothing if you add a little distance and time passes by? But I always will remember the summer that we spent together, them innocent nights neath the Alabama skies. Thank you. Thank y'all.
You're not supposed to push my emotional buttons. Don't do that. My Lord, a song full of pathos. Do you have any happy songs?
Well, I'd really have to think about that. I don't reckon I do.
Oh, you don't? No,
mean,
come, well, dadgummit.
who listens to happy songs?
All right, now, American Songwriter Magazine says Abe Partridge has established himself as one of the most respected songwriters and visual folk artists in the Southeast. American Songwriter Magazine. I know we all have it on our coffee table. Now,
That's a Mobile in Nashville, but they're Mobile connected.
Well, I'm glad that we have some success out of Mobile. Now, Abe Partridge, you also, they say you've established yourself as one of the most respected songwriters and visual folk artists in the Southeast. Now, so you've become quite the artist. This looks kind of disturbing to me.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, that's a man went to Planet Alabama. Put a little Alabama flag on it.
All right, now, are these artistic things sober?
Well, sometimes and sometimes not.
What does that say, sell out?
Yeah, that's a feller done sold out.
All right, I don't, that's really,
Yeah.
But hold on, these things sell fantastic.
Well, look, I'm just thinking about what's going on in Abe's subconscious mind.
I have a hard
No,
time.
that's
sleeping.
war, taxes, and peace.
Well, he's taking it.
Yeah.
Taxation is theft. That's right there. That's what it is.
There you go.
And these things, and you're doing quite well with this.
Well, some people say that it's good. Yeah.
He actually sold NFTs. I want to get into that. That's crypto, but with
Okay,
art.
and this is Amy Winehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I paint people. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. People ask me to paint stuff.
Goodness gracious, what's going on with this guy? Oh, this says don't play in your hometown.
Yeah. This is what happens when you try to make a career playing your hometown.
We're running really long, but explain that. Explain, don't play your hometown and people are shooting, they've got guns at you.
Mm-hmm.
What does that represent? Because I've never been an
Well-
artist in my hometown.
Well, Uncle Henry, I could go over to the Netherlands right now and sell more tickets than I can in this town right here.
Oh, man, that ain't right.
Okay, so you're saying you're just not appreciated in your hometown, but
Well,
other places.
I don't think it's just me. I think
Jesus
that's
actually said that you can't go back to Nashville.
yeah. I think that's something that just I don't think it's just about me. It's about artists in general, I believe.
All right, well, Abe Partridge is abepartridge.com. Is there another song that you can perform for us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, this one is going to be...
I wrote this song about one of the greatest musicians that I knew and had a chance to play with, who passed back in the middle of 2020. I wrote this song for him.
Okay.
It's called
Abe Partridge.
It's called Ghost. It's for Jacob Hall.
All right.
With her eyes and eyes, chasing diamonds in our skies, and searching for something worth believing. We were strung out on hope, folk songs and open roads. Our soul was in every note that we were playing. I thought we dreamed of better days, but now I'm lost in a haze. I didn't know how bad that you were hurting. So now I whisper your name in prayer without the slightest idea that you might even be listening. But if heaven is real, well then I hope to see you there, and we can sing it through the ages. Hallelujah. And I know the heavenly host, they ain't never met a ghost that could sing it quiet like you. And I've seen you roll back your sleeves, and you'd sit low behind the keys, and then you'd strike a chord that struck us like lightning. And then we'd sweat out our sins until the Spirit would descend. And your light was so bright, it was damn near blinding. And now you laid aside your crown, and the darkness abounds. You left us with so many questions. I guess you lived by the word. You were too tender for this world, and far past our understanding. And now time rolls on, but in my heart there's a hole as I remember you in all of your glory. So rest easy, dear brother, know that I will always love you, and you'll live on in our songs and all of our stories. And if heaven is real, well then I hope I'll see you there, and we can sing it through the ages. Hallelujah. And I know the heavenly host, they ain't never met a ghost that could sing it quiet like you.
Wow. Great song. Where will you perform next?
Well, in a lot of places that are not Mobile. I'm going to be on the road a little bit here and there, you know, but nothing local for a while.
All right. Well, Abe, thank you for being here with us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
AbePartridge.com. And thanks again to Byron Day. And of course, Abe Partridge. Thank you so much for watching the show tonight. Don't forget to donate at Venmo.com to Deep Fried Live, or PayPal or Deep Fried Live to keep the show going. Let's go ahead and end the program. Don't make me get up and walk off. Is it over? End it while I'm sitting here. Just end it. Turn it off. All right, we're done. Thank you for watching.